Good afternoon, everybody. Perfect timing. Andy got a haircut. Come on in, Coach. Take a seat. This is Dominic Damiano. We have a couple callers already on the line. Can you hear us, callers?
Yes, we can.
All right. Who's this?
This is Coach Bennett from the Cardinals.
Coach Bennett, how are you? And who's the other? We have someone else on the line. Hello? Did they hang up?
This is Caleb.
Caleb, what's going on, buddy?
Not much.
Not much. You ready to talk your ear off? Coach McPhail has just called. I said that's Jesse McPhail, right?
Yep.
Because I want to make sure I get the vowels right. He just walked into the studio as we're live here on our Facebook page and on the radio as we highlight the 2020 14U AAU champions.
Yep, that's correct.
Right? So what I need, Coach.
That's right.
So one thing I got to do with the coach, I don't know if you guys are watching back home in Lakeville, but I'm just trying to get Coach squared away and make sure.
Just watch out for your wallet, Don.
Watch out for my wallet. All right. So, Coach, get a little bit closer so I can just mic you in. That's fine. Of course, Luce Cabral is out today. She's taking care of her mom, Catherine Conley, a.k.a. KC, the sports master, Justin Ferreira, and I'm Dominic Damiano. And this weekend, people saw it all over Facebook. We hit all our hub groups, and we are highlighting the 2014-2020 14U Cardinals. And Jesse McPhail came out. I thought it would be a great story. And I actually have, the lines are full, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump around. We have Caleb Tremblay, Coach Bennett, and Coach, you have Brendan with you too? Braden?
My son Braden is working, but I'm going to have him call in. When I hang up, I'll have him call in.
All right, very good. So
he's on hold. I told him I would let him know when to call.
All right, so we're going to try to do this in 15. We're going to do it at a quarter past there before we go into our next break. But, Coach, if you don't mind, I want to speak to the big man Caleb first, and then we'll talk to Coach Bennett and Coach McPhail. You can come in anytime you want. You know, to add. I'm going to make sure I get you. Now I got you.
Sounds good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It'd be nice if I got all the. I just don't want to start a fire. You know.
No worries.
All right, Caleb. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, how much fun did you have this summer playing with these group of guys?
I had a lot of fun. It was a good experience.
It was a good experience. So, was there any certain team you were looking to come in and play this year that you wanted to, just check yourself out, and make sure you were ready to go for the season? Was there a certain team you measured yourself by that you look forward to playing every year?
Well, there was a few teams that I've wanted to play for a while that we got to play.
And who are they?
The Bristol County Eagles.
And why them? What was so good about them? Were they probably one of the most sound teams, you think?
Yeah, they're good, and we've been playing them since we were young.
Okay. Now, just if you can refresh the listeners, the people that don't know that are listening, that don't know you, what position did you play for the Cardinals?
Second base and outfield.
Did you pitch at all?
No.
Which do you like better, second base or the outfield?
Probably the same. I like them both.
Right.
Yeah, Caleb has been, over the years, I've had the good fortune to be able to coach Caleb since we were around 8 years old, I think, Caleb. I don't think I'm wrong on that, but he and his brother, there's some families from the Freetown Lakeville area that have just grown up in the league, and fortunately our team has been one of the Cardinals teams that's actually been able to stay true for the most part with our original group. We did lose a couple kids along the way, and we brought in a few kids from a couple other towns, but for the most part we've stayed together and we've stayed pretty solid. But Caleb has always been one of those kids that I've been able to really count on and develop, and one of the things we do is we really try to have everybody bring out their best, whatever that is, bring out their best. And Caleb's always been one of those guys that I can trust in a dire situation, whether it's to lay a bunt down or to get that clutch hit, that drops in over third base or whatever we got to do. He's just always been one of those kids, and he's gritty, man. He's tough at the plate. He probably had some of the longest at bats, not only on our team but that
Yeah.
I've ever seen in all my years of baseball. He just spoiled pitchers,
Yeah.
which was good because it made those pitchers get a little bit deeper into their pitch count, and was definitely one of the recipes for our success, I think.
Excellent. Coach Bennett, you're still there?
Yes, I am.
All right, so let me ask you one question. Then we got to get the stars on. I hate to push you away. I
That's fine.
was hoping to hear from your son.
Yeah, he's coming on.
That was a bad joke. I timed it wrong. So remember, you can anytime you want. So, Coach, what was your point during the season where you felt like this was going to be a good season when you saw these guys gelling into the unit that they finished up this year? What what was the situation where you thought this was going to be special?
Well, I'll tell you, I think when we started our winter workouts in January, and we had brought in the new boys who came to the team, and we were working with a pitching coach and doing some great indoor workouts, all of the coaches realized at that point that we had one heck of a team. And obviously the pandemic didn't help us, but we had a fantastic January, February, and March indoor workout. And I knew that we were going to have a great team.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you for your time. We're just trying to squeeze everybody in, and I appreciate
Yeah, I'm going to hang up. Go
Yep.
Cardinals, and I'll make sure Braden gets on.
All right, thank you. Caleb,
Thanks, Rick.
All right.
Caleb,
Bye.
you still with us?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Let me make sure I get the right line. I believe this is Sam. Caleb, you with us? Hello?
You look for
Oh, I think I
Braden?
lost him.
Oh, Caleb.
Caleb. Hello? I think I lost him. Caleb, please call back 508-222-1320. Great kid. Then we're waiting for Connor Bagnell, right?
Connor Bagnell, hopefully, he's going to call in.
right.
So the goal is to have everybody be able to call in.
That would be really cool. We're
Yeah.
going to try to pull this off.
Yep. Well, hopefully he gets the message. I know he's been doing some football stuff, and poor I can tell you, Connor was one of the guys we relied upon a lot the year before, and
Yep.
unfortunately, this past summer season, he early on, actually, I think before we actually hit any games, injured his arm just overthrowing, and and so he ended up. It wasn't anything that required anything more than a little bit of physical therapy, I believe, and some rest. And so fortunately, he was able to come back in our fall season, which normally we don't do a fall ball season for our AAU team.
Yeah.
The kids go off to their other sports, and I want them to rest because we played so much baseball, but because of COVID, a lot of other opportunities weren't available. So we were able to get some extra baseball reps in. And fortunately, that was good for Connor Bagnell because, he could get caught up on some of those reps.
Oh, good. Here comes somebody right now calling. Let's make sure I get the lines right. And hello, you're next on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Who's this? Hello? Hi, who's this? Hello? I know it's on.
Oh.
That didn't go. That's a drop call. Hello? Wow. I know it's not me.
Caleb still.
Hello?
Oh, I hear somebody.
Hello? Hi, you're next on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Are you there? Hello?
Yes, Caleb.
Oh, yeah, it's
Caleb.
Caleb back. All right.
What's
good.
going on, kid? Thank you for calling back. All right, so Caleb, we're waiting on some of the other teammates, and thank you very much for calling back. So I know you talked about you were looking for you were looking to measure your game by the BC Eagles. Prior to all this, when you guys were inside getting ready for this season, what was one thing you wanted to work at?
For me, my hitting mostly. Just trying to put some more power into the ball.
Nice. Did you hit the gym at all, or did you did you self-train, or?
Yeah, a little bit.
and
Caleb, I think we had a notebook that you guys had to keep, right, and bring it in every week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so the notebook was for their exercise. They have to list out what they ate, for their meals and how much sleep they got. This was started back in January, so we did that for the whole off season until COVID hit.
All right, so we have another caller coming in. Hi, you're next on 4 Deep Sports Talk.
This is Braden.
Braden, thank you for calling in. We have Caleb Tremblay on the other line as well, and Coach McField's with us right now. And I want to congratulate you on a fantastic summer winning that championship at the 14U. I asked Caleb this earlier, and I wanted to go back to Caleb. I'll go back to Caleb in a minute. I want to make sure I don't go to a commercial here. All right. So, what was the point in your season? Caleb gave me his idea when you thought this team was going to be special. Was it which
think
game?
Just after the midway point, I think it was special because Coach Jessica always talked about this fire that was going to start up as a small little burning ash, and then towards the end of the season it would just build up into a big bonfire. So I
that's
think
a good analogy.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, right after the midway point, I think that's when the ash really caught, kept building from there, and then towards the end of the season it was the bonfire.
Awesome. Now, what did you want to work on prior to going to the training camp in the winter?
I think just doing everything harder and faster, really, throwing harder and just running harder and stuff. Yeah.
So, did you keep a good notebook like Caleb, or were you the one that cheated? No, I'm only kidding.
No cheating. He did great.
You really can't cheat either.
He's actually also a really good hockey player. He's a goalie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I was a
so-
goalie back in the day.
So, were you?
Yeah, we didn't have black and white TV either. It was color TV.
Did they have TVs then? They had TV?
Stone and chisel.
Yeah. No, Braden's been an excellent addition. We played against him a couple of years ago on the 50-70 field for the Cal Ripken semifinals. He's from New Bedford, and we ended up playing that team. And he was dominant then, and I was so happy that he reached out that next year and joined us on our team because we really were in need of pitching, and he was one of the leaders that brought us to that level that made us competitive.
All right, so we are guys. Can we hold on to you for a little bit longer? Hey guys, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, we're going to take our first break. We are highlighting the 14U Lakeville Cardinals Championship Summer Team. We'll be back with more right after this.
So then I take this off.
Good afternoon, everybody. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here in the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are highlighting the 14U Summer AAU champions. I want to give a quick shout out to my good friend John Cohen's for John Cohen's home improvements. See, I got that, and my brother didn't think I was going to do that, so I did. So I want to finish up with you two guys, and we get the other guys, other teammates and coaches standing by. What did you guys think of the last game of the fall ball season?
No. Well, no. Let's go last game of the summer. The
I like
championship
that
game.
better.
Yeah, I like that one better too.
Last game of the championship game.
Yep, championship game.
And I don't care who goes first, Caleb or
Braden.
Braden.
Braden,
Yeah, whichever one wants to go first. It doesn't matter.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
All right, so Coach wanted us at the field way earlier than usual, and I feel like once we got there, I think all the nerves kind of settled. We kind of just stretched out as a team, warmed up, and then I think right when game time started, the fire was at the highest it's ever been, I think.
Nice. What about you, Caleb?
Yeah, when we showed up early to practice and warm up, that kind of just like made me feel like no more like stress. I felt like we fought hard to be here and we can win this.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, guys, I want to thank you very much for.
I
You have a question? You
Yeah.
just got to move on to the next caller.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Why don't you save that for the next group?
Yeah.
All right. Only because I want to make sure we get everybody in.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll see you guys around the ballpark, and we're gonna try to hook up with the rest of your teammates. Thank you for calling.
Brandon, Caleb, thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, so there we go. There is Caleb. That was Ann
Caleb Tremblay,
and
Braden Bennett.
Bennett, and now we're gonna wait for the next two callers. The coach is strategically hooking them up. This will be a first, I think.
Oh, yeah?
So what we'll do is this is going to be Coach Steve Lovell, his son Jaden, Joe Tully. What's Brian's last name?
Sarekia.
Sarekia, and his son Justin. So how do you have that worked out?
They're just supposed to call in, wait
All
on the
right.
line, and
We'll
so
split 'em
yeah,
up.
they know
Yeah.
the time that they should be calling in.
Okay, so we'll
hopefully they
split
come
them
in.
up,
Yep. Whoever
And,
comes in, and then we'll.
and I'll tell them who we're with and stuff. If they already listened, they probably have an idea. But
I'm hoping they're listening. Let's see.
all right, so what do we got for stats?
All right, for stats, I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't usually even look at the stats. Yeah, you get a call coming in, I think now.
So you got off the hook on that one.
Yeah, I have them, but I don't usually look at them. I think that, we're always looking for everybody to be the best they can be in whatever situation they're in. So
Right.
coaching the situation, to me, is more important than coaching to stats. But
I know, but it's always fun to hear.
it is
great
fun to look
numbers,
at it, yeah. Yeah.
You know. All right, let me sure we get the next one. Hi guys, you're next on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Who do we have on the line?
This is Justin.
Justin and who's on the other line? Let's get this line up. Hi, you're next on. This is Steve Lovell. Stephen
Yeah.
Lovell. Steve, you there?
It's Jaden.
Jaden. All right. Yeah, we only wanted to talk to you. We don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, we're talking
we
to
want
the
to talk
coach
to the guys that make things happen on the field.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I have Coach McPhail with me, and
How you doing, guys?
Have you guys been listening at all of the show?
Yeah, I have.
All right, good. So I know Catherine, a.k.a. Casey, she has a question for you, so why don't we dive into that?
Yeah, so basically this is a question for you too, Coach. Were there any challenges thus far this season because of COVID-19?
Oh, you're on the wrong mic. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
were there any challenges this season because of COVID-19?
Well, yeah, I would say that it was a challenge just to different fields, different parks had slightly different rules, and as a coach and as a dad, you're always looking out for the safety of your players. Yeah. We were all very grateful to have been able to play anything and have some normalcy to provided for our kids and our players. But as far as it slowing us down, it didn't slow us down at all. The concern was there. Everybody had to have their own bat. We couldn't really share bats, obviously, which most people nowadays don't anyway. They all come in with their own bats and gear. Trying to distance yourself in the dugout, that's a little challenging. You really want to give that high five to that kid, and you really shouldn't be,
Yeah.
So those types of things.
It's really hard.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. So what do you think, Jade and Justin? Was it challenging with COVID, or how'd you feel?
It was more challenging because of COVID, but after I got used to it, it evened out and it was fine.
Justin?
Yeah, I think it was challenging at first. It stopped the practices for a while when it was at the biggest point, but I think it's not as bad anymore. It's not challenging.
You know what's funny? When like Coach mentioned about you can't touch anybody. Whenever you watch the Red Sox and see that rookie hit that home run, and everyone doesn't say nothing to him
Right.
to the end.
Yep.
That's what I thought about COVID.
Yep.
Do you guys know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's kind of how it felt.
Yeah, you know.
You wanted to get excited, and you
Yeah.
know you kind of had to hold yourself back. But
All right, so guys, I'm gonna tell you what I asked.
I got another
Oh,
question.
go ahead. Keep
Yeah,
on going.
and you mentioned, Coach, that everybody like has to bring like their own masks, and were there spectators allowed at the game, or just basically
Again,
like,
so
capacity?
It's a good question. So again, I think different parks had different rules. You know, I think early on, some of the rules that were coming down were you could have one parent as a spectator at the field. You couldn't have the whole family there anymore. And then I think as it went, as long as people were kind of social distancing, and I think some parks had to be reminded. You know, some of the families had to be reminded, you know, hey, keep your distance, you know, if you guys want to keep this thing going and not get shut down, you know.
Yeah.
So for us, we didn't really run into any real situations. So the only time was when we played the Dirt Dogs up in Stoughton towards the end of the season, fall ball. They just gave us a heads up saying that, you know, the town committee and stuff was going to be around or whatever and checking things, and just make sure you had a mask ready to go up if you had to. So for the most part, you know, we all kept our distance, and we never yelled at the umpires or anything like that. Got in their face.
I saw it
or
twice.
anything.
I saw it twice.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
It might have been a couple of years ago.
Oops. Yeah. Part of the game. It's part of the game.
Absolutely.
So Justin and Jaden, what do you guys think? Like, I guess one of the questions that I know Dom was interested in asking is, what do you guys think of that championship game? The one that we won.
It was fun. We were always there. We before the game, it was really fun because we like didn't think of it as like something to be like worried about. Like, because we always had that grit to always play our best and like never give up.
Yeah, I would say that was key. To be honest with you, Dom, that was one of the things that we taught early on. You know, we were always originally we were always one of the smaller teams. You know, we always had to create runs and manufacture runs, and then we got some big guys on our team that could throw. And you know, we had some pitchers, and we had plenty of pitchers. So if one didn't have it that day, we could go to another one. And I think that was important. But the most important thing was everybody staying gritty and tough. You know, they talk about grit. There's a great TED Talk, actually, by a person, her last name is Duckworth. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, she talks about grit, and it's an intangible. You can't really measure it, but that thing that, you know, when you get smacked in the face, do you just give up or do you fight back?
Right.
And all these guys on this team, quite honestly, they fight back. And that's why I know that if we're down runs, I'm really not too worried as long as we keep that momentum and that energy up. And they keep talking about that fire and that energy, and I'll tell you, that day, that game, they brought that energy, and you could feel that energy was tangible. In the stands, it was amazing. And you know, as a coach, you know, you just kind of have to orchestrate the momentum,
Right.
and that makes my job a lot easier. But you know, when you have energy to work with, you know that you've seen the energy.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, it can shift a game. You know, all of a sudden a
Absolutely.
double play happens against you, and all of a sudden everybody's down.
Yeah.
You know, really, the fight isn't about getting more hits; it's about getting the energy back up. So.
All right, do you have another question?
Not at the moment.
Okay. You know, jump in any time.
Yeah.
So my other question to you guys is, coming into the season, into the summer season, who are you looking to play for? Who are you looking to play to measure your game by? Was there a certain team you said, oh, well, you know, I feel like I'm, you know, you could say, oh yeah, I did pretty good against that team. That team already, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? My question, or no?
Yeah, who's on your hot list, guys?
Yeah.
Did you have anybody? I don't even know, because I'm curious too what your answers might be. Is there any one team that you guys really wanted to get this year, or what?
Yeah.
I really wanted to play Cape Riptide.
Yeah.
Because
Nice.
they were like one of the better teams in the division. So if we beat them, we knew we would have a really good shot at it.
And what about you,
Justin?
Justin? Sorry.
I don't really know. I don't know. I don't like think of teams to like stand out, but
So you didn't care who you played.
Yeah, we kind of actually have that kind of attitude too.
That's,
you know,
that's a good attitude.
We it doesn't really matter because we're just going to bring our best whoever it is. We don't really try to plan for them too much. We just try to bring our best whoever shows up. You know, like Belichick says, you know, we're on to Denver or
Yeah.
we're on to wherever. You know,
Right.
well, we're on to this play. You know, and that's it. You know, and in that way, you know, we don't get intimidated.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Just play the game.
Yeah, we just go play our game. You know?
So, Justin, is that fair to say? Was Coach pretty much straight on with that, or?
yeah.
Okay.
You know what, you gotta ask Justin how fast he runs.
Yeah, Justin, how fast do you run?
I'm pretty fast.
I think that's Coach Brian in the background there
Yeah, you
laughing.
can hear him laughing. Oh, that's funny. That's good.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Justin is like grease, boy, and he's a nice asset to have on any team. That's for sure. He's quick, and Jaden. Let me just say, Jaden is the youngest kid on our team, and though we were doing the 14s, he's a 13, and so he's been playing up. He was an addition with his friend Joey Tully from East Bridgewater, and the kid earned his spot in the batting order, and it probably helped too that you grew. And he was putting holes in the walls at the cages that we were working in and stuff like that. But he's definitely grown a lot, and he's been a huge asset. Both these guys. I can't say enough about every player on the team, all the way
Right.
through. And it didn't really matter what the order was. You could have positioned these guys pretty much any way. I always laugh, actually. I'm going to laugh. One of the players, hopefully he'll call in a little bit later, he bats last for us. But this kid could be our leadoff. So when you hear the other coaches, and I never say this, on the field, he's the number 11 batter. No, he's the last
Yeah.
batter. You should get this guy out. I never say that about another team or another
Yeah,
player.
but they
And
do
I
say
hear
that.
them saying that a
Oh,
lot,
yeah, they
and I
do.
just chuckled to myself. I'm like, okay, he could be my leadoff. I just don't have him as my leadoff today. That's all.
Yeah, how many
You know?
times? 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Right, coming up.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got one of our reporters, Nate Rollins, listening in. He wants to know your favorite memory this season.
Good question.
Justin, you want to go first?
Probably just winning the championship. Honestly,
Okay.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was a good experience. Justin, how about you? Favorite memory?
My favorite memory was when we beat the number 1 seed in the semifinal game.
Nice.
That's true. That was a good one. Yeah, we knew
Nice.
we had something, didn't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. That was actually at Franklin High School. What a beautiful field up there. And,
Was that team undefeated? That
I think they were. I want to say maybe they had one loss, but I think they were undefeated, weren't they, guys?
Yeah, they were undefeated.
Someone's phone's going
That's
off.
me.
That's all right. Sometimes I think it's my mind playing tricks.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I just want to say, all of us at 4 Deep Sports, and I forgot to say this to the other guys that called in the first quarter. Hey, congratulations. Great job this summer, and thank you for calling in. We hope you become fans now.
Thank you.
You guys there?
You're welcome. All right, guys,
Justin, you
take
there?
care.
All right, hey, Coach Brian also is out there. I know that he's with Justin there. I'm sure I heard
Awesome.
him laughing in the background. So,
Yeah.
hey, thank you, and thank you guys for calling in. I appreciate it. You guys, great job this year.
All right, guys, thank you. All right, so there we go. We have the guys calling in. They're not used to being on the radio, so
Yeah.
we're hoping to get a couple people on. We're going to take our second break as this hour flies by. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here in the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are highlighting the 14U Summer AAU champions, the Lakeville Cardinals. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm going to take this real quick. This is Justin.
Severe illness from COVID-19. If you are at higher risk, you should stay home as much as possible and avoid close contact with people who are sick to protect yourself. Call your doctor if you have concerns about COVID-19 and your medical condition, or if you get sick. For more information, visit cdc.gov.
Are you looking for more opportunities? The Literacy Center is here to help. We have free year-round classes in English, computer literacy, and high school equivalency. With the help of
Hey, welcome back. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We have Jesse McField, the manager of the 14U AAU state champion Lakeville Cardinals, and now we have on the line, and I want to make sure I get this right. This is Nate. You with us?
Yep.
Nate, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Haven't seen you in a while. And who else we have on the other line?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, is this
Tabor Lawler?
Tabor Lawler?
Yes, it is.
Tabor, thank you. All right, so you guys been listening to the show a little bit? Your other teammates and coaches calling in?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go right to my reporter's question that we ended the last 15 minutes with. What was your favorite memory this season? We'll start with that one. Doesn't matter who goes first.
All right, I'll go. Just by, my favorite memory was usually, just by, how we started the fire in that championship game, and we came out hard. We had that 4-0 lead. And then it's usually when you have a lead, it was easier for Pat to pitch. And when Pat pitched, he's really good, and then we just kept that fire throughout that game, and we ended up winning it.
Nice.
I also want.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
My favorite memory was definitely the playoff energy because it was a lot of fun, and it was a great time, spending time with your friends, and it was just a lot of energy, which I really liked.
All right, go ahead. It's okay.
I apologize. Who's your favorite baseball player and why?
All right.
Anybody can jump
Anybody
in.
can
yeah,
jump in.
Tab, you guys could just jump
We're
right
going to
in.
start pulling teeth here in a minute.
My favorite baseball player is definitely David Ortiz because he was obviously a Red Sox, and he was a great hitter, and he was fun to watch. So I really liked him.
Nice.
That's a good answer. How about you, Nate?
Mine was probably either Rafael Devers or Alexander Bogaerts because they're both really good infielders, and I like playing the infield a lot. And they're usually the people that I watch when I'm watching the Red Sox live on the TV to make me better.
That's good stuff.
And get better.
That was great stuff.
What about you, Coach? Who's your favorite player?
Oh, my favorite player? It depends on the situation. It depends.
Is that a tough question?
That's hard for me. I don't know. I got to tell you, I had a good moment with Devers when he was up at down at the Paw Sox. I yelled his name and he was doing his warm ups, and he right in the stands he just threw me a ball right from third base.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
Wow.
So I like Tech. I like You gotta love Veritek. I mean,
I got his jersey.
Yeah, it's pretty
replica.
Cool. Yep. I don't know. I liked a lot of the old Sox. Dwight Evans. Got his signature and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So
that's awesome.
Anyway, I got to tell you, Nate and Tabor, I've been able to coach these guys, on different teams all through the years through Freetown Baseball, Freetown Lakeville Athletic Association Baseball and stuff, and on the All-Stars and things. And this was the first year that we were able to have Nate on our Cardinals team with us. He always played up on other teams, and he played, I think, with another program for a little while. And I was so happy to be able to grab him because he has been such a strong addition to our bullpen, and he came in and just gave us that extra arm. And also, if somebody else was pitching for us, we had solid defense over there at shortstop, and I can't say enough about him. I can't say enough about Tabor either. As far as the grit goes, as far as, getting up there and getting those hits. Tabor seems to always get up in a tough situation, with runners on or something like that, where something has to happen. And it's incredible how he pulls through. And once he's on base, man, once he's on there, he's quick. So, he's been huge. Also big in the outfield, too, helping us pull down some pop flies and stuff. So one of the best things about this entire team, I'll tell you, is the synergy, the way that they all work together. I wouldn't say that there's any one real dominant player that overshadows everybody as much as we all play together and pick each other up where we need to. And I think that that's also kind of a secret to our success. I'd like to think that. One of my favorite moments, though you haven't asked me my best memory, but one of my favorite memories was this fall. I'll tell you real quick. And Nate, I got to tell you, I told your parents about this, but when you looked at me, you were on third. I was coaching third. You were, ready to score at home or something like that. And you're watching the pitch, and you just looked at me and you go, "Tell him to take." So I had to send the sign to my hitter to make sure he took, because Nate took it upon himself. Like, he's like, I'm going to go steal home. And he did.
Wow, that's
and,
pretty
you don't see
cool.
that too often, but that was a fun moment. I got to tell you that. So.
Did we get pictures of that, I hope?
I don't think there's time to take a picture at that point. Maybe Jackie Jones, Coach Jones' wife, Pat's mom, maybe she took some pictures. She took about 5,000 pictures this year.
You know what?
Yeah.
I would like to
Literally.
grab some of them. If I could grab some of them, because once we get done with the show, we're going to edit it and add some more graphics to it.
Yep.
That would be so cool to add some of those pictures. So we need to hold it to that.
That would be good. And any of the players who are out there, guys, just to clarify any confusion, the phone number here is 508-222-1320. All right? Don't
So
call
you're
my cell phone. If you call my cell phone, that's just to text me that you're going to be calling in. But 508-222-1320.
All right, guys. I got one question. I'm not sure. Casey, do you have a question for them? I was just going to jump into my next one.
Oh, I actually do have a question.
Cool.
And this is for you, Coach. What advice can you give to the younger kids that want to play baseball someday?
Well, this is a tough one. You know, enjoy. Let me put it this way. I'm going to take an answer that I asked. So I teach at Taunton High School, and one of the coaches there happens to train in the same facility that we were training at. The new head coach, actually, Coach Bork. And Coach Bork ended up winning the state title. You know, first time for Taunton High School a couple of years ago. Maybe it would have repeated last year if we didn't have COVID.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I took a couple of the players over over the January months, and we were in there, and I said, hey, Coach Bork, any advice you give these guys? You know that he played some high-level baseball, you know, around the knee. And he looked at him and says, enjoy the grind. Just enjoy the grind, you know. And I think that if you want to continue to play at the, you know, up levels, you've got to go the grind. You know, like we were saying, and Nate and Tabor, you guys will remember me saying, you know, you're not gonna see those big leaps and bounds of growth like you did as you know, going from minors to majors and majors to the big field. You're not gonna see those anymore. We're gonna see little things. You may not even feel the growth, right? But your coaches and your family and friends, they'll see it in you. But that only comes from grinding, you know, doing those little things over and over and over again. You know, I also like the phrase that amateurs practice till they get it right, but experts practice till they can't get it wrong.
You know what? That's really
it is a good phrase.
You know, you could patent that. You know.
Well, somebody already did. I think it was Julie Andrews, voice coach, I believe, had that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you missed out by a couple of years.
Yeah.
All right, my last question to you guys before we try to get the next guys on. What team were you hoping to play to measure your game by? So you could say to yourself that you were at the level you wanted to be going into the summer season. Was there a certain team you were looking forward to playing?
There wasn't really a certain team for me. It was just like whoever they put in front of us, we would be ready to be able to beat them and put up a good fight against them, to be able to win and keep on moving on.
There you go. How about you, young man?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same as what Nate was saying.
Yeah.
I think that any team they put in front of us, we had a great chance at beating because we always had the high energy and we always knew what we had to do. So I'd have to agree with Nate on that one. Whoever was in front of us, we'd take out.
Nice. So they would go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. That's a great attitude at 14 years old.
Well, again, you know, you don't get intimidated by whoever's coming in. You know, if you hear, oh, this guy's undefeated, and they come in, you're like, oh, I'm not that good. You know, and anything going on in a teenage mind. You know, so we don't care. Whoever comes in, we're just going to play our game. You know, at the end of the day, baseball's easy. You know, throw the ball, catch the ball, hit the ball, it's done. You know, but you just got to do it. So that's the tricky part.
Good, great point by you. Great point. So what'd you want to work on? What'd you guys want to work on? Anything particular when you went into the winter season?
Definitely being able to throw the ball when I'm pitching a little bit harder and by using my legs, because last couple of years I've been just using my upper body, and this year with the pitching coach has been a great help with all my coaches and my dad helping me trying to use my legs and my lower body to be able to throw it a little bit harder.
So we just got it's a good thing is we get the, I'm sorry, what about you, young man? What do you want to work
I
on?
definitely want to work on my endurance and my energy because I want to be fast because that's one of my attributes for sure, and I want to keep working on it so I can keep that. So I want to get my endurance up and my speed, and I want to be able to work on that for sure in the winter.
All right, so here's the results of some of the messages we're getting.
Yep.
Grit, grit, grit. Some guy made a fire sound. And then Richie O'Toole says Tabor should run for public office.
Right? Yes, he should. Maybe he will. I think he might have that in his blood, actually.
There you go. That was cool. Well, guys, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, hey, absolutely. Congratulations on a great season. most likely see you around the ballpark somewhere.
Definitely. Get some rest, and we'll be in the cages soon.
All right, guys, take care.
Hey, Seth Richards, if you're listening, you can call in.
Yes.
All right? I know that's been busy. It's only because the lines are full right now, but keep calling, all right? It's 508-222-1320.
All right, so hopefully we'll get him. We missed Seth.
Yep.
We're getting there, though. We got to get Seth on. He needs to come on for a little bit if we can get him on. And then we finish up with John
and Pat.
John and Pat, Eddie Raffini. And Eddie Raffini.
Yep. Dighton.
Did he go to Bristol Plymouth?
Yeah.
He played quarterback for me.
Okay. Then there you go.
Eddie, I looked at that name, Coach, and I said, that name sounds familiar.
Yep. He's a
Was he
Dighton
in
boy
the
with
fall? Was he in the fall
He
ball
was.
team?
He was one of our right fielders, yep.
Oh, my God. I'm surprised he didn't.
Well, another tough kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the more he gets hurt, the better he plays, so.
True.
No pain, no gain, right?
Right, exactly. Hi, next on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Hello? Hello? Who's this?
Eddie Raffini.
Hey, Eddie. It's Coach Dom.
What's up, Coach Dom? How are you?
What's good? You know what? I was just looking at your name, and I don't remember where all you guys live, of course. And I'm looking like, I think I know that kid. I don't know if you heard me say that.
No, I didn't.
That's all right. Hey, congrats on a great summer, brother, on this on the 14U team with your guys and Coach McPhail here. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, Don, do we have another line available still?
Not yet. We have Eddie on. Is Seth ready to call in?
Yeah, well, he's trying.
All right, tell him we'll give him a couple minutes. We'll get him on at the end.
All right, Seth, we're going to get you in probably towards the end, okay? So.
All right,
keep
and
trying.
I know.
Seconds.
Yeah, so you know what, guys? Why don't you hold on? We're going to take a break. Can we hold on to you guys for a minute?
Yep.
All right, great. We're going to take our last commercial, and we'll hold on to you. And of course, we might have to let one of you go because we got to get Seth on, and we'll meet our quota just like the government does.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to step away. You are listening and watching 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online on our website, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are highlighting the 2020 14U AAU Massachusetts State Champions, the Lakeville Cardinals. We'll be back with more right after this. Good afternoon, everybody, as Casey Conley straightens me out on that before we get on the air. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are highlighting the 2020 14U Massachusetts State Champions, the Lakeville Cardinals. We have Coach McPhail in studio, and on the line we have a kid I know a little bit about, Eddie Ruffini, and it's Patrick.
Yep.
Patrick. All right, so we're going to try to finish up and get the other guys on, but one of the questions you want to know, I'm going to ask you a question, and then I know KC will ask you a question, and then we'll move on because we're trying to get the last part of the roster in if we can.
Yeah,
Is
we're
that
still
all
going to
right?
get Connor Tripp in and Seth Richardson.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who else might be waiting, but
Waiting in the wind, I know.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, and this is from our beat writer, Nate Rollins, what was the best memory you have of this season? It doesn't matter who goes first.
When we won the championship game.
Say that again?
When we won the championship game in the summer.
That's Patrick. Yep, that was a pretty
What
good
about
time.
you? What about you, Eddie?
Probably the same thing when we won the championship, and we were such a low seed when we came and won. I thought that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
That was my favorite part.
Awesome.
Now, Patrick and Eddie are new to the team this year, and I've always growing up, we always played Dighton, and Patrick and Eddie, we're always. Those teams are tough to beat, tough to play, always a challenge, and, Patrick would always dominate the pitching mound and stuff, and we were always happy when he got out, we pushed him out or something like that, or he wasn't pitching at all. That would be great. So I was really happy again to get, this kid, and Eddie's been a welcome addition to the team as well, but really happy to get Pat. He's a big lefty. And we needed that, variety to our pitching, and he's solid. He's got a good head on him, and plays a good first base as well, which opens up other opportunities for other players too, to move around the field a little bit. But definitely one of the integral parts of getting us to where we were this year to winning was the addition of these two guys.
All right, young lady, what's your question?
Who's your favorite baseball player and why?
Pat, you going first?
Yeah, Eddie, go first this time. We'll switch it around.
My favorite player is probably Mookie Betts.
Hey.
I play better than him.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
Wow.
So I love the confidence as well.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And who's the next guy?
Patrick.
Pat, what was your favorite player?
I like Fernando Tatis Jr. because I like his energy.
Must be the reception. Has to be
Yeah,
the
say it one
reception.
more time. You kind of got a little choppy there.
I like Fernando Tatis Jr. because of the energy he brings.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, great. Well, guys, thank you for the call. I don't mean to cut you short. We're going to try to get two more guys in.
Well, I got to tell you real quick, too, there was like
Please.
a negotiated deal just to get Patrick over here,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And,
Couple cheeseburgers or something?
No, it was bigger than that. He wanted the first start of the first game, and I said I can't bump my Braden Bennett, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's the guy that led us before. So I said, if you can strike me out. And he ended up striking me out. But after he hit me with like an 80-mile-an-hour fastball on the ribs, so
Oh, that's
at
you
48,
took you off your.
yeah, my ribs don't bounce back like they did at 18. So yeah.
Hey guys, congrats on a great summer, and maybe I'll see you around. Eddie, I'll see you in school around.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Take
You
care,
too.
boys.
Bye, guys.
All right, where's that Seth and Connor Tripp?
All right, so that was. Let me make sure we get that in. Trying to wait for two more guys. We're trying to get the. Want to get the sports flash in right now while we finish up. Let's fire up the music.
Okay.
We're running out of time, but we want to get the scores in. And here is Justin Ferrara.
Okay, so field hockey in the Patriot. Plymouth North 4, Pembroke 0 for the Patriot Cup final. And girls volleyball in Patriot, Quincy 3, Duxbury 2 in the Patriot League final at Silver Lake High School, Kingston. Other conference championships going on today. Field hockey, Eastern Athletic, 12 a.m. Bishop Freeham and Bishop Fenwick at the Catholic Central League Cup final. Boys soccer, Catholic Central, 12 p.m. Bishop Fenwick, Archbishop Williams at Catholic Central League Cup Championship. And in the Patriot, 4 p.m. Hingham and Marshfield at the Patriot League Championship at Marsh High School Marshfield. And girls soccer in the Catholic Central, 1 p.m. Bishop Fenwick and Bishop Fenham at the Catholic Central League Cup final. And Patriot, 1 p.m. Hingham and Pembroke at the Patriot League Cup final at Marshfield High School, Marshfield. And girls volleyball, Catholic Central at 11 a.m. Ashton Prep and Bishop Freedom at the Catholic Central League Cup final.
Great job. All right. With that being said, we have two calls. Great job, young man.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. Who do we have on the line now?
Connor Tripp.
Connor and Seth. Seth Richards and Connor Tripp.
Yeah.
Hey, see that? I
what's up,
guess
boys?
right. See that?
Yeah,
You
yep,
know,
yep.
it doesn't like I had notes or nothing.
Yeah, I know, it's like you do.
All right, guys.
What's up, boys?
Thank you for calling tonight. I know you've probably been listening to the show. We got some of the guys on. And again, I'm going to go back to our beat writer, Nate Rollins. Your favorite baseball memory for this year, guys. Why don't you go first, Seth?
My favorite memory was probably the championship because, like, it was just like a really fun experience, and it was like we were all like so hyped before the game, and it was really like fun. Like, and after we won, it was like one of the best experiences of my life. Probably it was like just like so
Nice.
fun.
All right, big guy. What about you?
I'm gonna have to agree with Seth. Like right after the last pitch of the championship game, like we were all just so excited and happy. And it was a great moment.
Awesome. I know KC has a question for you.
This is my third time asking this question.
But different players, though. Remember, different players.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Who is your favorite baseball player and why?
All right, Connor, why don't you take that one?
I'm gonna go with Mookie Betts just because he plays with a lot of energy and he's also a really good person at the same time.
That's a great point.
It's true. He did all those donations of food and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like the Red Sox, yeah.
What about you, Seth?
Mine probably has to be David Ortiz because he was just like he was just such a good guy, and he's like done like lots of stuff for Boston. He's also like an insanely good baseball player, and like whenever he like hit a home run in Fenway, the stadium would just like get so it was like really fun to watch him play.
Awesome. All right, so I got one more question for you. We got about 4 minutes left. So, what did you want to work on this year? And I mean, we're asking general questions, but I think they're important questions. So, what do you want to work on this year before you start a 14U summer season? All right, why don't you go, Connor? Why don't you take that one first?
For me personally, I wanted my main position is a catcher, so I wanted to work on just becoming a better catcher and like get better at blocking balls in the dirt and throwing down to second when people steal.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to tell you, having a rock solid catcher behind the plate, and we actually have 3 or 4 catchers who are rock solid, but the game experience that Connor has in the baseball IQ is it takes our team to a new level. And one of the things that makes us a little bit different as well is I let Connor call that whole game, all those games. He calls those championship games. Occasionally I'll throw out a sign, like if I'm thinking something needs to change, but for the most part, those are all called by him and whoever his pitcher is.
Nice. All right, Seth, what about you, buddy? What do you want to work on?
Probably mostly like fundamentals, like hitting and fielding. I feel like even coach says that like in Little League we saw like huge changes because we were like growing and like getting better always, but like now it's just little like fundamental changes that like you won't see them, but they'll definitely do a lot. And I was just like working on my like hitting fundamentals and like I play outfield, so making sure I like back up and like get a good angle on the ball so I can throw it.
Sweet.
Like certain base stuff.
Yeah,
And,
he came in
yeah.
clutch. Seth, you know this, but just tell these guys here that you came in clutch so many times, especially in that outfield, making some big catches. Seth's nickname on the team is Vandy for Vanderbilt.
I just saw that.
Yep.
That's right here.
Yeah, that's Vandy.
Julie's mentioned it, Vandy.
Seth, how'd you get that nickname?
Well, this kid in our town is like so good at like baseball. He's like people he's gonna like go D1 in college. His name's Cole Taylor, and I played him in the town league, and I was pitching to him, and like it was like it's all fun and jokes in that league. So like me and him are good friends, so it was like fun to face him.
Yeah.
And I don't pitch often, but it was just like fun to face, and he's like a really good hitter. And I struck him out, and after I struck him out, I went into the dugout. I was like, and I was like joking, and I was like, boys, which college should I go to, Duke or Vandy? And that name got born.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
All right, guys, thank you for calling in. I got to let you go. We're coming to the top of the hour. Congrats
guys.
on a great season, and I'll see you around the ballpark.
Hey, I just got to do one more shout out here.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
These guys, this whole team is great. I can't say enough about them. I can't say enough about the coaches that, have the amount of time that coaches put in just on a volunteer basis on any of these leagues is amazing.
Crazy.
So they all need a big shout out, and to the parents who bring their kids everywhere and watch these baseball games that go for an eternity sometimes. So thank you to them. And I'm going to give one more shout out to,
Please.
It's actually Coach Brian Sarecchia and I's original Little League coach, but big shout out to Hanson's own Fred Murray, who coached a lot. He was one of those guys that coached when his kid actually moved out and beyond, up into the levels. But that guy would be down on Sundays throwing pitch after pitch after pitch to us, and I think it made us better players and help us to be a great role. For him to have been a great role model for us to become coaches.
Coach, I can speak for our show, 4 Deep Sports Talk, and the station 1321. Again, congratulations.
Thank
great
you so
season.
much. It was great having you, being here. I appreciate
Absolutely. We love having you on.
Stay gritty.
We're trying. For Catherine Conley, a.k.a. KC, the Sportsmaster Justin Ferrer, I'm Dominic Damiano, and hopefully Luce Cabral will be with us next week. She's taking care of Mom. We will catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.
Awesome. Thank you.